Back in May, we called the absolute bottom on Nvidia, saying that there is a very good chance that our model was expecting a 30% breakout. And since then, the stock rose nearly 54%. But that same model that called the bottom is now saying that this is a potential top. And so my goal in this video is to share with you why that model called the bottom, why it's saying that this is a potential top, and more importantly, how I would be trading this going into the next couple of weeks. Now, the trading model that we are using right now is taking into account only the weekly BX trender. Now, the BX trender is this buy-sell oscillator at the bottom of your screen. Essentially, when the BX trender is green, it means that buyers are stepping into the market and that we are going to expand or break out to the upside. This indicator is very simply just a mix of an RSI and a MACD compressed into one. You can get access to this indicator as well as all of our indicators for free down in the description in our 12-step masterclass series. The BX trender is step one. Now, very simply, you can see that when this BX trender turns green, there is a very good chance that price is going to expand. We had about a 100% run here, a 45% run here, a 6% loss, a 60% profit, a 10% profit, a 1% profit, and as of recent, a 54% profit from that call out that we did back in May. Now, the reason that this was buying back in May is very important because the first thing is that BX trender was turning green. But the more important aspect is that market structure was still bullish and we pulled right into our smart money zone. Now, the smart money zone is also free, which is step 3 of our trading series, which you can also get down in the description. The smart money zone is basically the absolute low that institutions will allow a stock to pull back to before they buy the dip. They're basically getting an 80% discount within that range. And if we know anything about institutions, they are the ones who can move the market and they are not going to overpay for anything. So you will notice here that this is our institutional buy range. And more importantly, the smart money zone is going to be placed directly below it. Now, I personally don't wait for the weekly BX to turn green. This model will wait for that. In most cases, what I'm doing is I'm going to look to enter when we pull back into the purple smart money zone. This would have taken the profit from a 54% win up to a 90% win. Now, to be totally transparent with you, I took profits on this trade around $140 in June, and that's because I was taking that capital and putting it into AMD, which AMD has also had a massive breakout following the same exact model and trading bot that we're looking at here. Well, that brings us now to where we are today, because that same trading bot or model has now removed its bullish outlook because the BX trender has closed red. Now, I want you to understand that because this model has closed out this position does not mean that this is a time to short. I personally never short stocks, and I more importantly do not short stocks that are in bullish structure, which Nvidia still is, and more importantly, that are showing bullish accumulation on a monthly chart. Because you have to remember, when we're looking at these time frames, it's like looking through a microscope. If we're looking at the lens of the weekly, yes, price could pull back, but if we just zoom out on that microscope, the monthly is still showing buying pressure. And so that's why I believe that the next couple of weeks for Nvidia is not necessarily a time to short, but a time where price action is probably going to pull back a little bit or sit sideways. So when this happens, when the weekly is turning red and the monthly is green, it kind of means like yellow light. Like, let's take some time. Let's maybe take some profits after the past couple of months. Let's see if price pulls back a little bit, and then we can buy the dip. Now, in order to find out where this is going to pull back to and what our worst case scenario is, we want to look towards another indicator that you can also get for free called the volume profile. So this indicator is going to show us over the past 150 weeks, where was the highest activity of trading. And you're going to see to the right side of your screen here that these thick areas of volume, these wider areas, are going to be the higher areas of volume. These are going to act as strong resistances and strong supports. These thin areas of volume are going to act as basically pockets where the stock can, of course, break out very quickly to the upside, but can also pull back very quickly. And so I think worst case scenario here on Nvidia is a pullback down to $150. Absolute worst, $140. So that would be from high recently to low of about 20%. And now for a lot of people, they're going to say, dude, that's insane. A 20% pullback? Not really. After a stock ran 100% in 4 months, a 20% cooling off period is really not that nuts. Now, I hope that this just continues to break out and continues to run. I don't have a short position. Of course, I would love to get a position back on Nvidia at $140 to $150, but I don't really care what happens at this point. I just want to share with you how I'm seeing this and what our model is picking up so that you can get an understand of what I'm basing my decisions off of. Now, the last thing that I want you guys to look at is going to be the daily chart. If we take everything that we just went over and apply those same exact things to the daily chart, you are going to notice that that pullback to 150 or 145 will most likely happen if a very key level of $170 were to break. So this level here is called a liquidity zone. It's called a liquidity zone because price has bounced here multiple times. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And as soon as price hits that level, there's a big wick and price bounces off of that support. The problem with this is that the more times that we actually hit a liquidity zone like this, the higher of a chance that we have for price to sweep or break that liquidity zone. Now, I want you to remember, using this volume profile on the right side of your screen, we have already said that if price gets into these gaps, that we could have significant sell-offs very, very quickly. And so that means if this liquidity zone breaks, this gap down to 155, which is about a 7% move, could happen within just 2 weeks. From there, if that level breaks, the move all the way down to 145 could happen in another couple of weeks. And so this time frame also lines up with the weekly and our worst case scenario. And for those of you who are pattern traders, you probably noticed that we have a bit of a clunky head and shoulders forming here as well. So in my personal opinion, I don't think this is the time to be shorting. I also don't think this is the time to be buying. If I was buying down here in April, May, and June, I would personally be taking some profits off of the table. And I would be looking to see if price can pull back to $155 to $145. And personally, I will be buying the dip down there.